Practically everything in life can be reduced to mathematics. All one has to do is simply follow the sequence.
Okay, the murders have followed a sequence in real life, like in the book, right? First the cardiologist, and then that nurse with a warm heart.
No. That's much too simple. Our killer has more of an agenda than merely mimicking the book.
You're assuming that the killer's working in a pattern that we haven't identified?
Oh, I've identified it. And also calculated who the next victim will be. It's a fascinating formula, somewhat twisted for a model murder.
Okay, Victor, I'm fascinated already with the how. I don't care about that. What I really want to know is the who.
Well, assuming that I'm correct and the killer is following a predictable pattern...
Victor, spit it out.
Cherry Darden, the young hospital volunteer.
Okay, that's good. Cherry Darden. Okay, Doc, who was it? Who did you base Cherry Darden on?
No one.
That's an impossible variable.
Wait a minute, how could you said you based everybody in the book on somebody in real life? So
almost everyone, but not everyone. Cherry Darden may be the next person to die, but the world will never miss her. I made her up out of thin air.
Victor, listen, I trust your instincts. I mean, you are a genius after all, and you may be a little bit eccentric, and you have some minor quirks. But you did save me and my company with all those quirks. So if you say that Cherry Darden is the next to be killed, I believe you. I believe him.
I believe him, too. If Cherry wasn't a completely fictional character. Now, how is the killer going to murder someone who doesn't even exist?
Unless the killer doesn't know she's fictional.
The killer may try to fit someone to Cherry's description.
Cherry Darden's main goal was to please her family, right? She didn't want to make waves, and she worked at the hospital as a volunteer worker.
Now, given that the first two victims were hospital employees, that gives us a place to start. Now, going on Victor's theory, we may be able to find and protect the person who's due to be killed.
Monk, it's time to call the police!
It's not unusual for some nut to try to get attention by getting involved in a high-profile case.
This wasn't some nut. It was Lark. I'm sure of it.
What the hell happened here?
Lark was acting out again?
Acting out? Frank, this is hateful.
Where is she?
She's not dumb enough to stick around. She ran away, of course.
Are you sure Lark did this by herself? Look at this place. You sure there wasn't something else going on here?
I was worried about that at first, too, but I checked around. All of her belongings are gone. The truth is, Lark flipped out and she took off.
There's no evidence of a struggle between two people. It looks like one person went completely out of control.
Absolutely.
All right, we'll look for Lark, bring her in for questioning. Do you have any idea where she may have gone?
Back to hell where she belongs?
Julie, this isn't the first time that Lark has run away.
Why did you try that algebra pothead she was studying with?
I'll give you the names of some of her friends. But if you find her, I'm not pressing charges.
Let's just find her first, okay?
If you don't press charges against that witch, Frank, I will.
And what would be the point of that?
You almost died for her. She's completely ruined your house. She lied to the police to try to send me to prison for the rest of my life, and you're still protecting her? I don't get it. But you know what? I don't care. This time, I will slam her to the wall myself.
I am not pressing charges because from here on out, Lark is gone. She will never set foot in this house again.
Yeah, sure. We'll see how long your resolve lasts when she launches into another poor me.
I don't care what she does. It's over. Lark is out of our lives for good.
Hi. I'm here to check on Neil. You must be family?
I'm Courtney Canellos.
Mom, this is Dr. Karen.
Oh, so this is the famous Dr. Karen, huh? I hear you build a mean Star Wars model.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm thinking of making it my specialty.
She built slave one with Dr. Joe and didn't even have any pieces left over.
Wow. Oh, well, you know. Hey, I'm an expert. I'm a doctor after all. Here we go.
And, where's your partner, Dr. Joe? I've wanted to thank you both for what you've done for Neil.
He's actually off duty right now, but I'll let him know that you're pleased with our work.
I'm more than pleased. We've been to a lot of doctors since Neil got sick. General Hospital is the first hospital he's ever liked. You and Dr. Joe, along with Dr. May, are responsible for that. How is he?
He's done good. His chest sounds good tonight. Good. So how are you feeling, buddy?
Better.
Good. I'm gonna go outside and talk with your mom. So you hang tight and I'll check on you later, okay?
Good night.
Can we go out in the hall?
I know visiting hours are over.
It's no problem. Actually, the peds floor is pretty flexible when it comes to concerned moms.
Well, I've been putting in extra hours at work so I can afford to pay for Neil's treatments.
Must be difficult for working parents, but we're giving him all the attention we can.
Well, I want to spend more time with him, but I have to work to make sure he gets the best of everything. I am so happy to meet you. He loves you guys.
Oh, well, that's great. We love him, too. He's awesome. And he loves you so much. You're the best medicine for him right now. He's not going on about Han Solo. He's going on about his mom.
You know, Neil has spent so much time in the hospital, so many treatments and therapies. He doesn't get many chances to be a kid. That Fred the Ferret therapy really helped. He keeps telling me as soon as he gets out of here, he wants a ferret.
You know, Neil is really hanging in there.
Yeah, he is. But I know my son is dying.
We're doing everything we can.
Oh, I'm grateful for your care.
Hey, why don't you knock off for tonight? It's not going to do any good to look at this.
I was thinking about your mother. When Mary sees this, her heart is gonna break. This is where she raised her family, Frank. It's as though Lark trashed her memories.
Mom would be upset, but don't let that gentle exterior fool you. She's tougher than she looks. She would strangle Lark for this. It's a good thing she took off.
Well, Mary would have to get in line, because if I see Lark
You won't.
again...
We're not going to be seeing Lark again.
Oh, I wouldn't be too sure about that.
Why?
I found in Lark's room. The necklace her mother gave her.
That meant a lot to her.
She wanted to get away before anyone caught her. The necklace would be the last thing on her mind.
Frank, it is her only connection to any real family.
When people are in that kind of a hurry, they don't think clearly.
Well, that doesn't mean she won't come back for the necklace once she remembers it.
You both sound like you hope she'll come back.
Only to get my hands on it.
I don't think you'll get the chance. Take my word for it. Lark is long gone.
He's resting well. How is his pain? Any discomfort falling asleep?
Oh, there is a little discomfort. Sometimes it seems so much harder at night. He's always had trouble closing his eyes when I'm not around.
His vitals are really stable. You know, he's more relaxed than I've ever seen him. I know this isn't the Port Charles Hotel, but how does that sleeping chair look? And I can get one of the nurses to get you a spare toothbrush. Karen.
Your wings are starting to show.